Good morning, class. Today I am going to be present my presentation on the topic of inclusive teaching strategies and pedagogical practices. So in that we are going to be discuss first meaning of inclusive teaching. So inclusive teaching is an education approach that ensure every student, regardless of background, ability, gender, language, culture or learning style, gets equal opportunity to learner and participate actively in the classroom. So in one classroom they will provide the equal education among the all kind of background students. It does not require any gender, language. There is no discrimination among the students. The all students will get equal quality education in one classroom. That is known as a inclusive classroom. So the main objectives of inclusive classroom is that provides the equal learning opportunities for the all the students and promote the participation and collaboration towards the students and respect the diversity and the individual difference. So this inclusive classroom will be respect the all kind of diversity and also different kind of linguistic or genders and all kind of students backgrounds. It will support and removes the barriers to learning and also create a support and safe classroom environment. And importance of the inclusive teaching, so builds the confidence and the self-esteem among the learners, encourage the social interaction and teamwork, improves the academic performance, develops the empathy, respect and understanding among the students. So this is all about the importance of the inclusive teaching. And the next thing is that principle of inclusive teaching. So key principles is that equal and quality education. So inclusive teaching will provide the equal education towards the all kind of background student, and also at a time it will provide the quality education throughout the all students what they want to and what they need exactly. And the respect for the diversity, teachers must be valued the culture. So by the teaching in a classroom, the teacher must have to value their cultures and the languages and the social and the individual differences. And the student centered learning, teachers method should focus on learners interest and ability and the participation. The teacher when going to be teach in a classroom, the teacher have to find the student interest and the students abilities and the participation while the teaching. And the accessibility, learning materials, classrooms environment and teaching methods should be accessible to all the students. And the collaboration, teachers, parents and the special educators and students should work together for effectively learning. And the teacher role is that encourage the participation, teacher should have to encourage the students and the teacher should have to motivate the students. The teacher should have to identify the individual learning needs, what the learner exactly need. The teacher have to identify and use the flexible teaching methods. The teacher have to use the flexible methods and all. The next thing is that inclusive teaching strategies, effective inclusive teaching strategies. So for the for creating a inclusive classroom, we have to include the special strategies in the classroom, which is known as different instructions, provides the different learning activities according to the students ability and the learning style. So we should have to provide the different activities in the classroom to encourage the inclusive learning. And also cooperative learning, we should have to maintain the cooperative learning group activity where students learn together and support each other. And use of the technology, using videos, audios and the presentation, smart boards and the accessitive technologies for the better understanding for the student. And the active learning, activity learning or active learning, so encourage the discussions, roles plays, and the projects and the problem solving. So active learning, for the active learning we have to give the work to the students, which is known as project works, group works, peer works, and the problem solving kind of questions we should have to give among the students. Then they will be actively learn in a classroom. And the multi-sensory teaching. So multi-sensory teaching is that using of the visual, auditory, and the kinesthetic methods to improve the learning and the benefits. When we have used this all kind of strategies in the classrooms, we will get a benefit such as enhance the students engagement, improves the communication skills, and the supports the slow and the evidences learners equally. So when we include these kind of strategies in the classrooms, it will enhance the student engagement, improves the communicational students. The students will improve the communication skills, and also the students will be learn life skills also. And coming to the next point, which is known as the pedagogical practices for the inclusive education. The pedagogical practices of inclusive education is that meaning of, first we are going to be discuss in that meaning of pedagogical practices. Pedagogical practices are the methods or techniques used by teachers to facilitate the learner effectively. So the pedagogical practices is that which is teacher used to use in a classroom for the better understanding of student, to encourage the effective classroom. And importance of inclusive pedagogical practices, such as it will encourage the flexible teaching methods, and also it will be encourage the continuous assessment, it will encourage the universal design for the learning, and also it will encourage the positive reinforcement, and it will encourage the culture responsive teaching. So outcomes is that those practices help students creative and inclusive and the interactive and learning friendly classroom. So this is all, and the next thing is that challenges and the solutions and the conclusion. So at the end of the topic we are going to discuss about the challenges, which are the challenges we will be faced by the maintaining the inclusive classroom. So and what are the solutions, and end of the topic we will discuss about the conclusion also. So the challenges in the inclusive teaching is that lack of resource and the infrastructure. The lack of resource and the infrastructure, we will be faced the many issues to inculcate the inclusive classroom, and also large classroom size and the limited teacher training, negative attitudes and the discriminations. In the every classroom there are the negative attitudes and the discriminations also there. We should have to solve that kind of things also. Difficulties in the addressing the diverse learning needs. What is the exactly the students is need, that also difficulty to address that their needs. That is also major issue, major challenge which we will face in a classrooms when we maintain the inclusive classroom. So the solutions are the teacher training programs. We should have to conduct the teacher program, so that the teacher will be get to know the special methods which they have to use it in the classroom. The teacher have to learn the how to behave in a classroom, and the what is the exactly teacher role in the classroom, so that the teacher programs will be helpful. And also the second thing is that useful modern education technology. So we should have to use modern technology and the supportive school practices and the collaboration with the parents and the specialist. We should have to collaborate with the parents and the specialist, and the awareness about the inclusive and diversity, inclusion and the diversity. At conclusion, we will say that inclusive teaching strategies and the pedagogical practices helps create equal learning opportunity for all students. They promote the participation, respect diversity, and improves the overall equality of education. And inclusive classroom builds confidence, skilled and also social responsible individuals. So this is all about my topic. I hope you understand well, and thank you for listening. Thank you for your time. Thank you.